Hi. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes of me talking about Star Wars The Force Awakens. Alright, so first, here's the thing about that film, right? I've been a long-term Star Wars fan for a while. Like, I've been a Star Wars fan since I was a kid, since primary school. I live in the UK. You have primary school, secondary school, then you go to college, then you go to university. College and university can kind of be interchangeable, like it kind of is in America, but here, college is kind of like the next stage of school. Some people go to sixth form, which is kind of like college. Strange. Anyway, when I was in primary school, which is you go there from the age of 5 or 6 till about 10, 11. I was in like the third grade, but we call it year 3. I was in year 3. I remember going to the cinema with my dad to watch Star Wars, The Attack of the Clones, which is the second of the prequels. I was a fan from that point. In fact, it wasn't even from that point. That's wrong. I was a fan from before that because I like the old ones. But I really enjoyed that film. And a lot of people hate the prequels. And, you know, they can. That's fine. I actually like them. People hate them. Here's the thing. What I was drawn to is the action. I liked the characters. And I liked how everything was done. I liked the art. And, you know, the art and the graphics. Which people could say is superficial. Oh, you should just be focused on story, plot, this, that, the third, this, that, the third, this, that, the third. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not great at reading plot. I'm not great at figuring out plot holes unless they're absolutely ridiculous. Like for example, I talked about Justice League not that long ago. A lot of people look at it and say, well, you know, in Justice League, how can Flash get shot in his leg? And I was thinking the same thing. He's inexperienced. That's why. That's simple. He's never been in combat. That's why. He's not the Flash that we know. You know, a lot of these characters in these films aren't the characters that we know. And thing is, I reference plot points about Star Wars, but I haven't even looked at any of the plot holes in it. I just think that people hate on things because they want them to be a certain way, and I understand that. I've many a time said things about Dragon Ball Super because I don't think it's right. I don't think it's up to the Dragon Ball Z scratch. But then at the same time, I don't think Dragon Ball Z is up to the same scratch as Dragon Ball. And a lot of people can say, oh, but that's just how I felt about it. Because I felt like Dragon Ball Z went too far. And I thought Dragon Ball kept it right there. So, hey. Anyway. Star Wars. So I've been a fan since probably, 5 years old. Let's say 5 years old. Just of the old ones with Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. And they were really, really, decent. They weren't perfect, but they were decent. They were exciting. They were fun. Had good action. Had good art for the time. Beautiful. Lightsabers in, was it the 70s or 80s? Lightsabers being animated in a movie. Like, hey, man. Anyway, this new one. Whew. As a fan, I felt like this new one abandoned what values made Star Wars Star Wars. I think it did certain things right, but still people have seemed very outraged, and I've seen videos of Mark Hamill himself kind of speaking out against this new film and stuff. And I get it, because the way Luke Skywalker was deconstructed, and the way he acts, how different he is from everything that's been canon up to now, to the fans, the comic books were canon up to now, but now all of a sudden they're not canon anymore. I believe. I haven't read the books, hands up on that one, but I'll probably watch a few videos and get up to date on the lore of what the books provide. But at the end of the day, Luke had a lot of prestige to him. He had a level of prestige to him that a lot of characters haven't managed to get. But a lot of the fans feel like he was wasted. And I, for one, felt like he was wasted in this film. Because yes, he was in the film, but he wasn't acting like Luke. He was acting like a broken character. He's a classic cliche. He's a classic movie cliche. A character that gets old and becomes bitter and becomes this old kind of recluse. And that's a cliche from films. That's been done so often. And, that's my issue. You know, why couldn't Luke just be Luke? Why did he have to be this sad, broken down puppy dog character? He's built up all this strength fighting against the Empire and doing all these things, and now he's like on an island somewhere being sad. You know, after he's meant to have schools. You know. So that was an issue for me. Luke was an issue for me, you know. Yes, there was cool moments, there was funny moments and stuff like where we threw the lightsaber, but we're still like, what? You know? Rey. I actually recorded this video earlier, but my camera cut out. She's a Mary Sue, you know. I actually like the actor that plays her, but I just think the issue with Rey is this. Everything comes too damn easy to that character. You know, she beats Kylo Ren in the first movie when she doesn't know how to fight, and Supreme Ruler Snoke says that to him and shocks him with lightning, as if to say, what's wrong with you? That, you know, yeah, it's cool that, you know, yeah, she didn't die in the forest and stuff, but it's like, why are you making her beat him? For what? Is her latent potential that high that she can just beat him, who's been training since he was a child? Come on. So it's a bit of a struggle for me. That's how I feel about it. It's a bit of a struggle. Also, the little battle between the ships, the little ship battle that we was getting. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. It was like cat and mouse for like the whole movie, almost like 50 minutes of the film. Then there was this casino planet, and you know these mounts that were running around on. Like there was a lot in this film that I just didn't really resonate with, and I honestly was bored halfway through the film. I was looking at my best friend. Me and my best friend went to watch it. Both Star Wars fans since kids, and I said to him, "Bro, I'm hungry. You know, I'm gonna watch the rest, but I'm so hungry." Like, the thing is, we ate before the film. The boredom was making me hungry. I tried with this film, but it just didn't seem to deliver. You know, it just didn't seem like it wanted to be Star Wars. They were definitely trying to go their own direction. And me personally, I don't really, even from The Force Awakens, I wasn't really feeling it. I went to see that with one of my other friends, and he was bored. He was bored out his face when we watched that. And afterwards, I was like, oh, it was decent, but, you know. And that's how I felt. It's tough. It's tough. But I'm just disconnected from these new Star Wars films. And I feel like probably this is how the old fans were when the prequels came out. So we have ourselves a conundrum, ladies and gentlemen. Me personally, I'm going to watch the next one. Of course I am. You know, just like I used to watch all the Marvel films because I did like them and respect them for what they were. So I'm going to watch it. Definitely. But I do think I do think things were wasted. Snoke was wasted. Snoke was killed. My camera's saying I got 2 minutes left to talk on my memory card. So Supreme Ruler Snoke, is that his name? He was just killed really easily. He's meant to be a Force Master. He's meant to have all these mysterious powers. People are saying, yeah, but we didn't know anything about the Emperor, just like we don't about Snoke. Yeah, but the Emperor did something. Snoke didn't do anything. Snoke just talked a lot of trash, shocked Kylo Ren once, and then he was murdered. Dead easily, really easily. He was murdered. Oh, I'm the ones that held your minds together. Then he got murdered. So for me, it was a struggle. That's all I can say, really. For me, it was like, isn't he supposed to be more powerful? Like, if you're going to double cross him, isn't he supposed to be able to feel it? Or isn't he supposed to be able to feel the lightsaber? The fact that you're latching onto this lightsaber with your force and like not get cut in half. You're cut in half like a scrub, like a droid. So hey, but guys, my camera's saying 1 minute now. This is what I got to say about it. For me, it was a disappointment, and this is exactly the word that my best friend said to me. We both looked at each other and he said, I'm disappointed. I said, I'm disappointed. And what more can I say? Guys, I have been Fiji. This is where I think and I feel. I might make a follow-up video. Peace!